You're lied before. If you didn't answer yes, then you are a liar. Congratulations. But it seems that guys like us will lie over things that we don't even need to. People will ask us questions like, what are your plans for the weekend? Or are you going to study? Or something along those lines. And we'll respond with the weird half-truth or sometimes even a complete lie just because we come up with it right then and there. This is just such a weird tick that I've noticed with shy and introverted people that extroverted people don't usually do. So why is this? Well, let me tell you a story. I was with a friend of mine and I was telling him about this book that I had read by David Goggins. It's called Can't Hurt Me. You should read it. And I was telling him about how great it was, and he interrupted me to mention, he's the guy that shit himself, right? And I had no idea that that was a thing. I later on did find out something like that did happen to get David Goggins, but at the time, I had no way of knowing that. And I answered like a reasonable person would and said, oh yeah, absolutely, that's the guy. Huh? No, that was me completely lying just to avoid any sort of confrontation. And I think this whole thing just goes back to being a people pleaser. We will literally lie, not tell the truth, in order to save ourselves from any awkwardness, any conflict, any rocking of the boat. It's a real problem because these fake lies they seem like, white lies, little innocent ones, but they should be called black lies because they hurt us. But yeah, we make up these answers because we want to give acceptable responses to other people. For example, like if we're with a group of people and they say that their favorite food is some like Asian dish, maybe sushi, maybe ramen, maybe takoyaki, and then the answer comes to us, we're more likely to say something in line with what they believe is correct, rather than telling the truth, which is that, maybe we actually really like French fries. And it seems that these white lies bubble up to the point where you just feel like a dirty person. The lies that you tell, they don't seem monumental. It's not like you're making up some huge, grandiose, scheme that, you're actually the president of Watanabe or whatever. But these tiny lies just fester in your mind. But how do you actually stop this? How do you stop these impulsive, immediate lies that seem to spill out of your mouth from time to time? Well, for starters, the biggest one is simply slowing down. We're often put in these positions where we lie because we're thinking immediately on our feet, and this can lead us to spilling out more and more lies. But when we slow down, they ask us the question, and we tell them, and then give our response, we're less likely to lie. It won't completely solve it, but that's one. Now, before I tell you the second one, I should let you know that if you are a beginner on your social skills journey, in the description of this video, there's a free template for how you can become a pretty social person in just 5 days. This is the beginning of your journey. So check it out. I'll send it to you. And the second one is simply responding with a non-answer. What do I mean by this? Well, sometimes we feel like we have to give a succinct and clear response to whatever the question was. But more times than not, it's okay to respond with something like, I haven't figured it out yet. I'll get back to you on that. Or even the classic one, I don't know. I don't know is adequate at responding to most questions. And even if you do have a rough idea about what you would respond with, if it is a lie, it's better to respond with I don't know than the lie. And with all these things, they come with time. So even though it seems a bit tough right now, you'll get used to them and start living life honestly, rather than with these small fibs weighing you down. Because, let's be real, nobody likes a liar. And the more that you do these impulsive lies, the more likely it is for them to catch up to you. And then you're going to be in a terrible position. One of the laws of power from Robert Greene is that you need to protect your reputation at all costs. And it's almost impossible to rebuild a terrible reputation. I mean, just look at somebody like, Rice Gum. That dude has tanked his reputation. Whereas someone like Charlie, Moist Critical, has had pretty good one. But if he started selling like some crypto scam to children, obviously, the population would start to view him negatively. Being known as a liar is really, I believe, one of the worst things you can be known as. Being known as maybe a bad boy, as a bit of a criminal, can be kind of interesting to some. Being known as an honest, hardworking person, being known as an intelligent person, all of those things are really interesting to be known as. But being known as a liar is just so vile, you know? And like I said, it's very, very difficult to get a reputation back after it's been given to you. So, overall, I hope you found this helpful. Tell me in the comments if you've ever lied before. And if you don't respond, if you say I've never lied before, I'll know you are full of it. So, I'll see you down there. Remember, take action, learn from failure. See ya.